In this video, we are going to talk about how to create your digital transformation change management strategy. So before starting this video, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for future updates. One of the most crucial tactics for guaranteeing a successful transformation is change management, which is arguably one of the factors contributing to the head of digital transformation position's current status as one of the most sought after and lucrative positions in business. Businesses nowadays increasingly find themselves responsible for managing more than simply their staff, clients, and merchandise. Businesses who are unhappy with the outcomes of their digital projects frequently lack focus in three crucial areas. This same reason, outsourcing the strategy and implementation to a third party that has proved expertise over several years in previous initiatives is enticing to organizations trying to transform, is one of the reasons firms are using MSPs increasingly frequently. When deciding to embrace and integrate new technology, an organization's main priority should be having a foolproof change management strategy. Without further ado, let's get started on the key components of an excellent overall change management approach. Whether a change endeavor at a company involves a targeted transition inside a department or a massive digital transformation across the entire organization, change management tactics are essential to its success. Here are the top 5 methods for managing change in small and medium-sized businesses. Number 5. Begin at the top. The culture of the organization will change in response to modifications that impact the core operations of the company. Thus, the C-suite must be the starting point for such improvements. Management research has a strong record of the importance of leadership throughout times of transformation. For instance, research on leadership during mergers discovered that the merging process itself created a more favorable work environment when leaders took a more active part in change management. The leader's presence, direction, and encouragement gave their team members the impression that they were aware of what was going on and supported it. It allayed worries, lessened worry, and gave workers more hope for the future. A committed, invested, cohesive leadership that is on the same page about the company's future is reflected in change that begins at the top. The culture that will motivate the rest of the organization to accept change can only be elicited and promoted in this way. The key to change management is culture. Number 4. Verify if the change is desired and necessary. If a corporation doesn't have a sound strategy in place, introducing too much too fast can frequently become a major issue down the road. It is no secret that many attempts at digital transformation fail or fall short of expectations, frequently in alarming ways. The fact that decision makers are unaware of how to properly handle a digital transformation and the effects it will have on their firm is one of the main causes of this. Without a thorough audit, solutions that are not necessary for an organization's needs may be implemented, raising expenses, requiring more training, and raising expectations, which are frequently inflated. For SMBs pursuing digital transformation, it is especially important to be aware of how implementing new solutions may affect the business. Will the suggested solutions, taking into account concerns with worker onboarding and familiarity, ultimately improve the organization's operating capacity? This brings us to the following point. Number 3. Reduce disturbance. Employee perceptions of what is required or desirable change can differ by department, rank, or performance history. The primary sign? The degree to which a change affects their job. Changing established organizational processes can be challenging, as many leaders are aware. It's crucial to lessen how changes affect staff. All too frequently, the introduction of new tactics or technologies intended to improve management and corporate operations causes employee worry about change. For instance, while management may view the introduction of automation into key company processes as a method to save time and money, individuals who previously had similar responsibilities may feel replaced, in danger of becoming obsolete, or without a sense of purpose. Employees who are transferred to new positions as a result of organizational restructuring could also experience anger, confusion, or a need to know what was wrong with the prior structure. Lower morale, more subpar performance, and a brain drain as your top talent leaves the company are the outcomes in both scenarios. Therefore, the following steps can be taken to reduce workplace disruption. Getting the word out early and preparing for some interruption. Giving staff members the knowledge and tools they need to adjust to change. Creating an environment that encourages transformation or change. Empowering change agents to provide context and clarity for changes, such as project managers or team leaders. Ensuring that your IT department is informed of changes in technology or infrastructure and is prepared to support them. Number 2. Encourage conversation. We've made reference to the necessity of effective communication during organizational change, since it appears to be one of the underlying aspects that determines whether a transition or transformation is successful or unsuccessful. The people who will be affected the most by these changes are reassured that they are not in danger through effective communication, which keeps everyone on the same page. One of the most effective things you can do to encourage your firm to embrace change is to talk about it freely and honestly. The consequences of leadership communication to employees during the digital revolution were the subject of a research by MIT. When the topic of digital transformation was brought up, 93% of the workforce was in favor of it, but only 36% of CEOs effectively communicated their vision to the workforce at their company. Encourage communication from employees to leadership as well as from employees to management. Create channels so that workers may contact you with queries or complaints. Encourage departmental collaboration to propagate ideas and innovations as new procedures take root. Communication promotes efficiency and has the power to influence culture, just like your vision. Number 1. Understand that change is the rule rather than the exception. Do you approach change as a task with a clear beginning and end? Because transformation is a continual process rather than a project, you might encounter problems. The world of today moves extremely quickly. Technology, markets, consumer preferences, and even environmental circumstances all rise and fall in the space of a single blink of an eye. In order to keep up with their customers, businesses must also modernize their operations. They must prepare for change in advance and expect it. Change readiness is described as the capacity to continuously initiate and respond to change in ways that produce benefit, minimize risk, and sustain performance by the Harvard Business Review. Sounds recognizable? That satisfies the objectives of change management that were previously mentioned. You can only be prepared for change if you understand that it is the norm rather than the exception. Additionally, they are handling the introduction of new technology, the unexpected emergence of new market opportunities, and changes in customer preferences regarding the brands they choose, interact with, and hold to. Simply put, modern firms must be able to manage change. They must modify their management techniques in order to achieve this. However, creating a structured change management strategy can be challenging, as it is with any significant change in an organization. People at work could be hesitant to attempt new things. It may be difficult to obtain funding because decision makers may not see the need to alter procedures that appear to be working. And even if they do, it can be difficult to involve the right people to the necessary degree. In the present context of digital transformation, many modern firms are finding that their ability to confront and adapt to change within an organization is becoming a vital component of survival. Is your business struggling to handle change or getting ready to implement it? Continue reading to find out how change management has changed and what you can do to contribute to the development of a workable, effective plan. Change management takes a more reactive and undefined path than project management, where it is simple to identify deadlines, measurable targets, and specified outputs. Organization to organization may have different approaches to change management, but they all have three common objectives. To increase the workforce's ROI. All adjustments, especially those related to digital transformation, should be made in order to increase the effectiveness and output of your staff. Every improvement should make your employees' jobs easier and more efficient, whether it is through improved technology for departmental communication or more efficient tools for carrying out expert design work. To establish a competitive edge. Companies develop as a means of improving. Change management gives the process of change a framework, which helps businesses identify chances to achieve a competitive edge through cost savings, specialization, innovation, or improved service quality. Motivate and empower workers. According to research, a lack of staff supports accounts for over 70% of change attempts failing. Users who have done things a certain way for a long time or who worry that changes may result in a loss of income may find change to be daunting. Employees are better equipped to support change initiatives when they feel valued and supported, which is ensured by change management. As we previously indicated, it can be difficult and time-consuming to make significant modifications to existing business processes, especially when these changes must be made to long-standing business components. Only 41% of businesses have an enterprise-wide digital strategy, and only 18% of businesses perceive their use of digital technology as very effective, according to a Harvey Nash/KPMG CIO survey. Lack of planning and strategy is usually always the cause of failure in digital transformation projects. To see a project through from beginning to end, it is essential to have clear communication, set goals and report on those goals consistently. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.